Hey, what's up, Internet? And that's my cat Aries in the background. I cannot believe I almost forgot that today was National Coming Out Day, so I have to do a video on this. Um, for all the closeted homosexuals out there, I just want you to know that you are perfectly perfect, exactly the way that you are. You are wonderful, you are your own unique person, and your orientation isn't what defines you. It's what you do with your life. And I know that firsthand. I've been doing YouTube since January 2007. And I started with singing videos. Then I started making rant videos. Then I started doing, just like depression videos. Then I just kept going and it just didn't make me feel good at all. I just like, okay. So I decided to create this new resolution thing because it was a new decade. So I decided, okay, well, let me do videos every single day and hopefully have these resolutions in line. And I will film whenever I do these things. But I also do a video every single day, even if I don't do it. Weight loss was one of the biggest things, which I did. I lost 80 pounds. And then on top of that, I lost another 20 ever since moving down here. So I lost a total of 100 pounds. So I'm really, really proud of myself. And if you watch my old videos, you would see the dramatic difference of weight loss and whatnot. This shirt, for example, is how big I was. This used to be tight on me. Now it's so loose. Anyways, let's move on. National Coming Out. For me, coming out was the greatest thing I have ever done because in this time it is very scary, yet it is very relieved. You're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Everything affects you so vividly. If somebody threw the word fag at you and said it, even in a joking way, it hurts so bad. And you're just like, oh my god, I can't take it. So you're like, no. It's difficult, and I understand it's difficult. In life, we all have our demons that we must fight. And throughout our time, we end up going and doing things that we just end up doing crazy things. But anyways, that's part of life, and we are supposed to just have fun with it. But anyways, you shouldn't be living for somebody else. You should be living for yourself. And if you're going by what people judge you on, people who judge you for whatever, then they're not worth your time. Coming out in this process lets you know who your real friends are, um, how much your family cares about you. It shows that you have so much backup and support behind your back and how your life can get better. Now, if you have like really religious parents that just obviously don't like homosexuality, whatever, eventually they're going to get over it as you come out. Now, me, what I did to come out is that, and I didn't even plan on coming out. It just kind of happened. I just wanted to just get it over with. One day it just came out. I'm just like watching videos on YouTube. But anyways, I used to live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I decided, okay, well, I was just really depressed there. And one of my goals and resolutions in my videos was to move down here. So I decided, okay, so I'll move down here and I'll live my life and whatever. So I moved in with my sister, her husband, and her 3 kids. So I'm like, okay. So I stood down there and I was working and I was doing everything and everything just felt different. It wasn't, the city life, because I used to live here before and then I moved to Philly and then I came back down here. So I was living in an apartment with my sister, her husband, and and her kids, and everything was just so great. It was wonderful. I didn't have, the pressure of my mother behind me, nor none of my friends. I was away. I just had this small group of people, and I was away. So this was the perfect time to come out. I was already developing a support group to kind of help me out in this situation. Yet I didn't tell them that I was gay. I was just talking to people. And I made friends with gay friends. I had gay friends. Like, I had lesbian friends. I had gay friends. And then I'm like, okay, so let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. So eventually, they became the first people that I told, because they're gay. They can't, they'll be a hypocrite if they hate you. I mean, it's kind of practice. But first, you have to come out to yourself and really say that, yeah, I am gay. And it's a very emotional process. I cried really hard because it was something that I didn't want to say, that I didn't think I was ever going to say in my lifetime. I just thought that whatever, that was just going to be miserable all my life. And just ignore the fact that I was, and then I'm just like, okay, and then just do this. I even dated a girl, and it just became, and I was with her for 5 years, and I just could never, ever meet up ends with her. She was just up here. She loved me so much, but I was just trying to get up there, but I just couldn't. It just wasn't my thing. Anyways, as since it is National Coming Out Day and my cat is scratching the freaking couch behind me, since it is National Coming Out Day, you don't have to come out. But I came out in stages. So I told my gay friends first. Then, of course, they're like saying, welcome to the club, I want to buy you a little gay flag, stuff like that, typical things. At first, gay jokes are going to bug you a little bit, and it's just going to be a little tough. Anyways, I started telling my straight friends who had relations with gay people. Like, I had a friend who had a gay uncle and his girlfriend, so I told him, and they were my best friends in the world. Then I told my friend Marsha, who you've seen in my other videos, and she was perfectly cool with it. Then I told, then she told her boyfriend, and then eventually I made the last two people, my mother and my sister. My father wasn't really in the picture. I really didn't give a crap. It's not like I was talking to him anyway, so I really didn't care what he thought. And plus, I already had a brother who I barely know, but who was gay, and me and him just were talking, and he was kind of a help, saying that life does get better. He was a living proof of somebody that I can actually talk to, really to talk to on the computer, and to say that it actually got better. And it got better for him. They've been together forever, and they're great together. Anyways, as time went by, I decided, okay, well, I'll tell my sister. My sister was who I was living with, and I thought that would be hard, because if she didn't like it, I would have to be forced to move to Philly and stay with my mother and hope that my sister doesn't say anything. And I'm like, okay. So I told her, and she hugged me, and she said that she loved me, but it's so scary to say it to those people, because it's like right there on your throat. You want to say it, but it starts to go down, and you just can't, and then it just hurts. It hurts your heart, and you start to cry, or you just say it real quick, and then there's a shock, utter silence, and people say what, and then you're forced to say it again. It's hard. I know it is. It's a very hard process to go through. Anyways, I told my mother on Skype because I wasn't there. I kind of wish I told her in person, but I felt that she just had to know. So I told my mother, and my mother was like, okay, that was it. However, I heard from my sister that my mom was going through this thing, because about a month or two later, I met Mike, and we ended up, just being together all the time. I see him like every day, or like every other day, or every day that he had off, and we just always hung out with each other. And then I started sleeping over his house, and then all of a sudden we lived together. Now we moved and we live together, and that's why there's a whole kind of mess around behind me, still getting adjusted. So yeah, and life has been great ever since. We've been together so far for 3 months, and everything has been just perfect and dandy, and it's been so great. It's been so magical. He sleeps a lot because he has a night job, so it's kind of difficult. Plus, we had a long day today, and I'll explain that in tomorrow's video. Anyways, be yourself and love yourself, and you will always, always go far. As soon as I came out, my life got so much better because I didn't have to lie anymore. I didn't have to fake who I was. I didn't have to feel ashamed of what type of music I was listening to on my iPod or what type of music I was listening to anyway. I didn't have to worry. And then I came out on Facebook too, because those were the other people that I really didn't care about, who knew, who didn't, because that's how you find out who your real friends are. And I never really come out to people in person unless that they specifically ask me, hey, are you gay? Be like, yeah. But if they go to I just put it on my Facebook, put my interest to men, have my relationship with Mike on there, so all the questions are already answered and nobody else. Then you have all the support. Facebook really, it depends on type of friends. I don't get 1,000 friends. I just keep people that I actually talk to on my Facebook. I only have like 155 friends, and and it's perfectly fine that way. It's a perfect type of people that talk to me. Anyways, this video was supposed to be over a long time ago, but I just kept going. So I'm just saying, with this final words, you don't have to come out today, but eventually come out. Be who you were meant to be. You don't want to be 70 years old, have a wife and kids, and then have this eat up at you. It's not worth it. Why would you bring kids in the world and lie to them and create a lot of pain? Be who you are, who you were meant to be, and literally I swear your life gets so much better. If you're in a depression funk, I swear, as soon as you come out and you're able to dress the way you want to dress, and you listen to the music you want to listen to, and you wanted to dance, the word fag doesn't even hurt you anymore. The word gay doesn't hurt you anymore. Every day, you become accustomed to it, and you own who you are. Once you own who you are, you feel like nothing can hurt you. You feel invincible. And that's how it gets better. Every day it gets better because everything you don't feel this. Anyways, guys, I gotta end this video. It's going way too long. Peace out. Happy National Coming Out Day 2011. Ha!